President Trump suggested that, quote, millions and millions, end of quote, of Social Security checks are going out to people who are between the ages of 140 and 360 years old. Millions and millions of checks. You've just acknowledged what is true, is that the error rate in Social Security is less than 1%, 99 point whatever of the people who get their checks paid into the system and deserve those checks. So what I want to ask you is, do you think that President Trump was just expressing an outrageous lie, which I happen to believe, trying to undermine Social Security, or was he just grossly uninformed about the reality?
I think what the president was representing, which further was represented again and proven to be accurate, is that there were millions of Social Security records that did not have people deceased.
If you are confirmed, will you check and make sure that the Musk infiltration of Social Security databases has not damaged those databases or left back doors for private actors to get back into to access Social Security's data system?
There will be a total review, yes.
Thank you.
How will you continue to provide services to those folks who are homebound, making sure that they can still access, make changes as necessary, even if they have a difficult time coming in physically?
Yeah. Today, Social Security, according to public information, gets 80 million phone calls a year. In the organization I currently run, we do 400 million phone calls a year. I see the phone as a mandatory way for people to communicate. I see phone technology as an opportunity, but at some point people want to talk to a live agent also, so we have to provide that. I think it's mandatory. I think it's part of meeting beneficiaries where they want to get met, whether it's in a field office, whether it's on the web, or whether it's on the phone.
We're working a lot on the technology. That's a good thing for a lot of folks. We're working on the phone call side of it. What is your plan on the face-to-face portion of Social Security services as well?
I think we have to meet beneficiaries where they want to be, and I think that includes field offices. It includes the phone. It includes technology on the phone, and then it includes a live agent if they want to talk to somebody. And obviously, the web is a place that we can also interact. But I think it's about a multi-channel system and giving the ability to use the channel that one wants to use in order to accomplish the chore they want to get done with us.
If you are confirmed, will you commit to stand up to Elon Musk and DOGE and stop them from cutting 1/3 of Social Security benefits, which Musk has already said he wants to do?
Well, I've worked for Tony Terciano. I've worked for Jamie Dimon. I've worked for Henry Kravitz. I've worked for Sandy Weil. I've worked with them. I have the ability to lead the agency in the manner that this Senate Finance Committee wants me to do that. And I don't know of any thought that I have about cutting 1/3 of the benefits of Americans or even entertaining anything of that sort.
In a podcast appearance last week, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick suggested that only fraudsters would complain about missing a Social Security check and that most people wouldn't mind if the government simply skipped a payment. Do you agree with Secretary Lutnick that only fraudsters complain when the government fails to send Social Security checks?
I don't think anyone would appreciate not getting their Social Security check on time.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said I don't think anyone would appreciate not getting their Social Security check on time.
So you would agree they're not fraudsters?
I'm answering what you asked, so I think.
Well, that's the question is, his implication is if you're questioning whether you got your check or not, you're probably a fraudster. Would you agree with that?
It'd be hard to get to that conclusion.
Pardon me?
It'd be hard to get to that conclusion.
Okay.
I need to know first if you're responsible for some of this current chaos. So my first question is, between the time you were nominated and today, were you involved in discussions about DOGE or any of the operations, personnel, or management decisions with those working at Social Security?
No, sir.
So that sounds like a reassuring response, but unfortunately, it's not true. Mr. Chairman, I have a statement from a senior official who worked at Social Security and recently left the agency. And the nominee told my staff, yours, and me in my office that the nominee wasn't involved with any agency operations, personnel, and management decisions. And the whistleblower statement says that the nominee insisted on personally approving several key DOGE hires at the agency, among other things, and getting frequent briefings. So, Mr. Chairman, the first thing I'd like to do is put into the record the statement from this very high-level official at Social Security, a whistleblower.
Without objection.
So, according to the whistleblower, you personally intervened to get key DOGE officials installed at the agency who have masterminded this shipwreck that we're dealing today. Did you talk to anyone at Social Security about these changes?
I have never talked to Mr. Dudek. I have talked to Mike Russo, and I've said that to your staff when they asked me. I know Mike Russo, he was the CIO of Shift 4, and he was the CIO at Oracle for Mark Hurd, and I know him for 20 years. I don't know him as a DOGE person. I know him as a CIO.
Do you think Social Security is a Ponzi scheme?
I've said I believe it's a promise to pay, and it's been here for 89 years. It's been one of the truest things we have for our aged and our disabled, and my objective is to continue it and do a great job for the American public.
Do you think Social Security should be privatized?
I've never heard a word of it, and I've never thought about it. So,
do you think it should be privatized, yes or no?
I don't believe anybody's thinking about that.
Okay. Do you think Social Security age should be raised?
I'm sorry?
The president, other people have suggested in the administration, I think including the president in a prior thing, that Social Security should be raised.
You know, the commissioner's job is to ensure that the agency operates correctly. I want to provide all the information required by Senate and by anyone else in order to make the decisions. But I don't believe I'm a decision maker on any of these items,
okay.
But I'm happy to provide every piece of information required.
With this kind of habit going on, my constituents want and deserve answers.
Musk said we should, quote, eliminate Social Security. The richest man in the world said that Social Security for 73 million Americans should be destroyed. Mr. Bisignano, you have been nominated to be in charge of Social Security, and seniors need to have a right to know if you're going to protect their benefits. So let's start simple. Say a 66-year-old man qualifies for Social Security. Mr. Bisignano, could the Social Security Administration or Elon Musk or Donald Trump decide to cut her benefits by $5,000 for no reason without a new law passed by Congress?
Is that a question, ma'am?
Yeah, that's a question.
I don't see that happening.
I didn't ask if you see it happening. Could they, by law, cut those benefits without coming to Congress?
No.
No. All right, so let's dig deeper. Suppose this same 65-year-old calls the helpline to apply for Social Security, but he's told about the new DOGE rule, so he has to go online or in person. He can't drive, he has trouble with the website, so he waits until his niece can get a day off to take him to the local Social Security office. But DOGE closed that office, so they have to drive 2 hours to get to the next closest office. When they get there are only 2 people who are staffing a 50-person line, so he doesn't even make it to the front of the line before the office closes, and he has to come back. Now, let's assume it takes our fellow 3 months to straighten this out, and he misses a total of $5,000 in benefits checks, which by law he will never get back. So, Mr. Bisignano, is that a benefit cut?
Well, first of all, Senator,
Is that a benefit cut? I'm sorry,
enjoyed-
my time is limited here. That's an easy question, yes or no? Is it a benefit cut?
I have no intent to have anything like that happen on my watch.
I understand that. Is it a benefit cut?
I'm not sure what to call it. It sounds like a horrible
Is the
situation.
person getting the $5,000 they were legally entitled to?
That was your scenario, and
So are they getting $5,000 they were legally entitled to?
I don't know. I
You
mean,
don't
you just told
know?
me. Yeah,
Look,
I mean,
let's be clear that you keep $5,000 from them by announcing a policy, it's illegal. But there are backdoor ways to accomplish the same thing. DOGE is considering slashing up to 50% of the Social Security Administration's workforce. That means longer lines, more errors. And for everyone who gives up or who dies before they get their benefits sorted out, those delays and errors also turn into benefit cuts. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, so he doesn't need Social Security. He'd be glad to get rid of it, but only Congress can cut Social Security benefits, and Elon is trying a backdoor way. So, Mr. Bisignano, if you are confirmed in this job, will you commit to reversing these cuts so that seniors get the money that the law says they are entitled to?
what I will commit to is that I will run the agency, and I will be in charge of the agency, and I will look at every item you want me to look at.
That's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you just answered the previous questions by saying you would follow the law.
Yes.
The law is to deliver the benefits that people are legally entitled to. If you don't have the staff, if you don't answer the phones, if you don't fix the mistakes, people don't get what they're legally entitled to. So I want to know, are you willing to commit right now that you will put enough people back to work so they can do the job of delivering the benefits that Americans earned?
I will commit,
yes or no?
I will commit to have the right staffing to get the job done.
To get the job done, meaning delivering the benefits people are entitled to?
Yes.
I'm going to hold you to that.